Alright, guys, welcome to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th class of this month, right? Good progress, in my opinion, even though yesterday we didn't, might not have done. Welcome, Hardik. Welcome, everyone. Great to see you guys. Right, so Archit, you had a question how to write for the MIDI instrument, right? It's very simple. Wherever you have created the MIDI instrument, uh, am I audible? Yeah, I think I was audible to everyone. You might have muted me, Sumit. It happens randomly. It happens randomly. You might have muted me. I need to tell him. You might have muted me. Alright? And moving on. So, Archit, the way that you do that is that, remember, I told you, you can hold down this button. Control, and your mouse will turn into this cursor. Okay? This cursor. Like, say, it will turn into a pencil. Grab and left mouse button and drag. Okay, that's how easy it is. Does that make sense, Archit? So that's how you write for the MIDI thing. All right, so exactly what you're talking about. So you asked about easy keys. Easy keys works different because easy keys allows you to volume might be down. Yeah, it's completely fine. You might have missed it. That's completely done. Hardik, I have not changed anything. One second, guys. One of the. Hello, Pawan. Is that you? Hi, hi. Pawan, is that you?
Yeah, hi Sagar.
Hi, hi,
Yes.
hi. I'm just going to. I think your son has kind of joined. Oh yeah, Pawan, like Pawan
Yeah.
Solomon, right?
No, that is me. I was just trying the link, but he will join as she, SHISH.
Sheesh Music, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So I'm just gonna give him the MPS role. Now he'll be able to join the server which we are already on.
Okay.
All right. So the music production batch. We are sitting in the music production batch. The class has already started. Right.
Okay.
Right. So I'm just
Okay.
waiting for him there. Just he'll be able to join the music production batch now.
Okay. Thank you. Let
Right.
me ask him to check.
Sure. 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 Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. New student, no, and everything. It was system issue. Oh, okay, it was system issue. All right. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So easy keys, guys. The way easy key works is like this is different from this. All right. So what this is like the interface of the virtual instrument. Okay. ये सिर्फ virtual instrument का interface है. This is how you this is actual MIDI writing. This is also MIDI, ये भी MIDI है, but just different way of doing it. Okay, so don't get confused that every virtual instrument comes with this. Not every virtual instrument comes with this. Let me show you now. Let me show you piano, and then we'll move on to this. Like, see, again, it doesn't have anything here, right? Blank. So obviously we can't do this what we're doing on this piano, right? So that is why I usually manually write my things out. Now let me put my headphones on. Hi, hey Shish. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, but do open the. So this is how it will be for you. All you have to do is open the chat here, and then you'll be able to communicate through the chat if you have any questions. Very simple. Okay, you already know. Wonderful, wonderful. So, Sheesh, I'll send you the whole playlist for Reaper, right? For now, just observe the class, and if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, so right now we are working with MIDI right now. Great to have. Oh, your name is Ashish. All right, all right, all right. So I think Ashish is the youngest person here. How old are you, Ashish? If you don't mind me, if you don't mind telling everyone. Almost 13 in June, guys. See, he's 13 years old and he's learning music production. That's wonderful. Really great to have you, Ashish. and these are yeah, right, isn't that cool? That's so cool. It really is. So we'll all help you out, don't worry. Welcome to the first music production class, and these are all our wonderful students, and we have one more student. You can real Yeah, that's the positive thing that we go for in these classes. And Biswain is on Gmeet. Biswain, do try to join us on uh, all right, man. Great. So now we're just going to, again, we are arranging for this song, okay, and we have that outro setup, and then we are now just going to listen to the intro one more time and just realize why. Oh yeah, this one I didn't like. Okay. Right, so we are shifting from this, so we're just going to listen to this part. Also, it's empty there, right? Got it. So now we're just going to listen to our cello along with that this thing, cello, and now our piano, right? So piano is doing that very simple two note, two note chords. They're called dyads, by the way. If you don't know what dyads are, so you might have heard of the term called triads. Triads. So chords are triads where you press three notes at the same time to make a chord. Dyads, music theory, right? So here you go. Or there, I think they're so they're probably they're typed as DYAD. As in there is a pair of notes which either sound together or a two note chord, right? So there are two notes. So we are playing dyads. So for the very easy structure, we're gonna just listen to it one more time. No, I'm not playing dyads here. No, dyad is here. Dyad, well, kind of, but this is the kind of going like from C sharp minor. Sumit is. Sumit, are you able to join his Discord? I think Sumit left that also. We're going from C sharp minor to A major here, right? And then we're going to B major, and then we're going to E major, right? E major is going to be our dyad here, and the rest is all normal chords, and this is shifting from, well, A major to A major 7. Right, and now we're layering it by giving this long. It is also it's connecting and disconnecting frequently. Okay, weird. Dyads can be anything, Daniel. So dyads can be a root note and any other chord note, right? So it doesn't have to be octaves. So it can be any other root note of the chord. All right. So just listening to it, I'm not sure if I want more of it or not. I like that. I really do. I mean, I think there's a texture to it. So I'm just gonna continue this. So we know that there's a G sharp in a C sharp minor chord, right? So that's we're going to go with this, right? And then we are going to come down. So now when we have a major chord here, so we can go. Let's try this. So then we have a B, and then obviously we have a F. So I'm definitely messing this up somehow. Right, so I'm not sure. You know what I can do is I can make this G sharp longer. Right, now listen to this we need to come back to. I like the tone, but definitely we can need to come back to this. Nice loop though, nice loop, right? So it's looping very nicely. Biswine, by the way, I don't know if I told you already, but I do have a whole playlist for Reaper. And Hardik, if you have any question after watching that playlist, and Ashish, I'll send it to you also. I don't know if I should the way to forward it to, but I'll forward to you on Discord itself, and then you can watch it. Right. So after you watch that, there are only 14 things in a DAW that you need to know. Only 14 things. आपने वो 14 चीज़ें मास्टर कर ली डॉ में, then you don't have to worry about the DAW. Now then we can focus on arrangement. Yeah, so you're typing something, Ashish. No, feel free to type. Okay, so don't feel like you ask any which DAW are you using. I'm using Reaper. I did forward that, so but I'll forward the whole link to you also on Discord. Okay, and then after the class you can just like do that. So I think which DAW are you using, Ashish, personally? So Cakewalks, you're using Sonar, I assume, right? Where is that thing? Right? I think you're using Sonar, if I'm not wrong. Which, how long you've been? Oh, you're not using Sonar, sir. Please answer. Oh, what? How did I miss? How, sir? But no question. I have a strumming one in my mind. So how can I do that using Ample? So I'll be very honest. So you go to Ample Guitar, okay, and then you go to the manual. So there you go, Ample Guitar. So now if you come to this, well, technically it should be. See, there you go, right? So I'm gonna forward this to you, Archit. So the thing is, I'm just going to. Where is Archit? Where is Archit? Archit is here, right? And why is it going Chrome extension? Anyways, I'm just gonna send this to you. Copy link address. Sorry. There you go. Oh yeah, it's the same stuff. So now you can go in the what do you call this, strum, strummer panel. There you go. See, now you go in the 5th section. It will teach you exactly how to do that. Right, remember the triggering thing I taught you? Triggering thing, that is how you trigger that, and then it will show you how to strum time mode. See, it's gonna show you everything how to do that. Same MIDI stuff, just have to do it in your own DAW. As simple as that. Hardik, you're typing something, I can see that. By the way, says necessary to acquire knowledge of chords and instrument to learn production. It helps. It's not necessary. I would not say like, oh, you need to know, Hardik, like you need to acquire the knowledge of chords and instruments and all this stuff, but it helps, right? So for example, I'll show you something. So this is, I'm writing for, but here it's not playing. Do you know why? Can you guess why, Hardik? Right, but it only starts to play from F. Can you take a guess note? Like, sorry, can you take a guess why that is the case? That's because horn's lowest note they can make is an F2. Right, that's where they begin. That is why it's not below that. Right, so it's just like having that kind of common knowledge or something like that helps a little bit. right? And music theory and everything, it comes with time. So I would suggest, like, if you have the time and everything, I would suggest going through musictheory.net every day, sitting for 10 minutes or 15 minutes on this, and just like kind of, yeah, no, that's good, that's good, that's really good. Okay, and that's that. Okay, why is my easy key so loud? Alright, so what do we need first? We need, first of all, we need a little bit of drums coming in, right? So I use Superior Drummer 3 for those of you, Biswayan, Ashish, and anyone who doesn't know. Let's start with an empty block. Let's write for 4 bars, right? Though this is like same MIDI stuff, but I'm doing it within the. I'm gonna choose this. I'm gonna. Yeah. How do I edit? What is redo? Control Shift Z. Anyways, gonna increase this. Gonna come back here. Ding. Right. So what I can do is, now I'm just thinking again, where should the kick come? I want to like dom, dom, dom. And I want it for 4 bars. Sorry, four. Yeah. Right. Let's try. Nope, too much. Right. The moment I added that snare, it was too much. Right. So I think the kick is doing a really good job, a really good job, because if you listen closely, you know, Biswan, any question you have, you can post it in the chat in the Gmeet, right? Same goes for everyone. So what we're trying to create now is to create that feel, dum, 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 right? And then of course I'm going to see how it functions here also. So maybe it's too much, and let me record the vocals real fast. I'm loving the melody, by the way. I really am. Daniel, do you remember that thing I taught you about clicking? There's the click. So do you usually add doubles when you're doing your? Oh, nice, dude. 13-year-old knows how to. No, I don't double the vocals for verses. I double the vocals for usually uh, this thing. क्या कहते हैं अपना chorus and panning तो of course left and right. So as you can see, Ashish, here it is panning left and right, right. So if you won't be able to listen to it in stereo because that's how Discord works, but it's completely fine. So here we have the left, here right, and of course I've labeled them intro left and intro right. So that is where they're kind of doubled because it is a double take. So we will be doubling it for the chorus, I think, but that depends. But right now, till date, in our production class, I have not doubled anything as of now, but only left and right panning. That's it. All right. So it depends on what kind of feel also you're kind of generating. All right. So right now we're just like kind of getting into that. We have this melody, ta ra 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 ra, yeah, melody, and then we're trying to write the drums part for it. बरसों की बारिश में तुम्हें भीगना तुम्हें आता है. Let's listen. खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है. खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है, आता है. खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है, आता है. I think this is gonna sound good. This part, right? I think so. Let's listen to this. खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है, आता है, तुम्हें आता. खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है, आता है, तुम्हें. Okay. So there needs to be that kind of thing. Like, so what I'm trying to do is the drum part needs to support the overall music, right? So that's why we're listening to the melody. Okay, too much. So that's why it got removed from there, right? And now let's try something like this. So this upbeat, this technically not in a bit like this 16th note, that is sorry, this is an 8th. Yeah, 1 2 1 and 2. No, this is a 16th. Wait, no, that's 8th only, right? 1 and this might not be the best. Let's listen. I think it sounds more impactful. See, now when I'm reducing the drums, now okay, you wrote your idea. कि आपका आइडिया है, आपने लिखा, आपको कॉम्प्लिकेट, यू फाइंड इट इज कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, नाउ यू स्टार्ट रिड्यूसिंग. Right now it's just so much more simpler, right? It's just like downbeat, 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 right? But this creates a lot of momentum. Because it's like तुम्हें right, so the lyric is going तुम्हें आता है, आता है, खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है, आता है, तुम्हें. खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है, आता है, तुम्हें आता. but not good for this arrangement, right? So what do you see? Like I'm going back and forth quite a lot, and it's not complicated. It's just like it's there. So I'm thinking. So now when you're doing exactly, so Sumit is saying hit and trial and your ear. So it's like yes, kind of a hit and trial, kind of, but hit and trial in the sense in a logical way. Does that make sense? Like yes, you're trying things, you're trying a lot of things, but is this working? Is this supporting our end goal? When you're adding a part, right? When you're writing for the drums, is it adding to that whole song feel? And now let's listen to it from the beginning. Do you see that excitement building up? Do you feel that? Everyone? Like you will down, down, down. Right. Does everyone like get it? Because maybe I'm getting excited, but let's listen to it little bit. Exactly. So one thing that's not going is this bass note on the like this kick on the third. Okay, Biswine and Hardik. I think I've told Hardik already, but Ashish, there is something known as double bass, and there is something known as kick drum. So let me just clear something. This is a double bass. It's a very big violin in the violin string family. This is as huge as a human. All right, very big. When I say double bass, I mean this, and when I say kick, I mean kick, like that drum kick. All right, the bass drum. Let me this one. All right, this one. So don't get confused. When I say kick, it means kick. There you go, kick. All right, and when I say double bass or I say bass, it is known as the bass guitar or the double bass. So we right now have a double bass going on. There you go, right? Bass sustain, which is just playing the chord root notes. But nice build up. Now let's listen to it again from the beginning. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, exactly. So it's this, and what did I do? All I did was remove this. Right now, let's add it back in, and now listen to it. It loses its impact all of a sudden, right? Just because it's there. Remove this. Much, much not better, right? Uh, you know. You know what? That I'm just gonna take. Education is right. It's like this. It's education about gaming important. Right. So keeps you waiting for the next part of the drum for more. Exactly. Exactly, Ashish. Exactly. I'm still stuck on that joke. So it's like much not better just reminded me of that. But Ashi, exactly, that's the whole idea. And what we're trying to do is like what it does is when the verse 2 comes off, right? So this is a question for everyone, right? So you heard the drums, right? Here. Right, so you heard that, so I might change the snare on that, but when the verse 2 comes around, then it probably won't be the same thing, right? Because now in verse 2 we have already written so our rhythm section is already there. All we have to right, and so if we come here, so I'm just gonna take a little step. So I'm just gonna write this rhythm out that I just played in my head. And we're gonna go symbol 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, maybe not 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'm not actually sure about this. We can make it go faster, you know. Won't the simple become too much, sir, like for the orchestral part? No, it goes very well. So Phoenix, remember with the high pitched things, you can always hear them much more clearly, right? Ooh. So wouldn't we kind of deviate from the orchestral feel? We'll see, right? We're just kind of writing. Let's see. You're right. It can. But so right now the in the verse, like when the verse second comes off, is like it's going like, you know, the melody is being the rhythm is now being carried by the kind of the rhythm guitar role. Like if you think in those terms, is carried by the violin. Right, so we're just kind of Mickey Mousing that, and I just want like these cymbals to be like okay, 1 and 3, but which one should I go for? Oh yeah, this is, I think this will be good. Let me try something. Right, see how dull that cymbal is, Daniel. Do you hear that? That cymbal is dull. It's not like harsh and shrill like this. Harsh and shrill. Like subdued, right? So when this heavy part comes, we can just like delete these. Always remember, drummers only have 2 hands, not 2. So giving this space, not playing anything here, really helps with the feel, right? So but with the bass, for the little bit of structure, we just so for this, we're gonna match with the toms, right? Oh, let's do this. That's good. Chick, 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 chick. That's a good idea. The only thing with that is, na, it'll become too busy in my opinion. Tune out according to us. So no, I'll tell you why, John. You don't have to tune your drums according to the song, because that tuning is not like timpani tuning. So timpani, if anyone doesn't know, timpani is this. Timpani is a orchestral percussion instrument in which you can control the pitch like on a guitar or a piano. Okay, there's a foot pedal there, and if you put more pressure, it'll, I don't remember now, either the pitch goes up or the pitch goes down, right? So drums on the other hand, they are tuned for the size of the snare or the size of the this thing, right? But the tabla is a different case altogether, right? So there is a tuning, but to make sure that the instrument is performing at the optimal level, there is no, you don't associate the drums with tuning, you associate drums with tone, like how is it sounding sound wise. Does that make sense? So if it's too loose or if it's not tuned, then it's gonna sound very weird. But in EDM we need to tune special, right? So EDM, if you're going for something like this, right? So let's take let's take this drum and then you come here. So this is a different matter because I'm talking about acoustic drums, right? Acoustic drums. So acoustic drums, you don't need to tune. You tune them because you need the timbre of that thing. Timbre is, by the way, the sound quality of something to sound exactly how to resonate with this acoustic body it's sitting in. In EDM, all of a sudden that doesn't matter. You have to sculpt the tone from the beginning. So that is why when you can get that exact perfect pitch, then of course you will try for that, right? But if you're trying to get for that like kind of a raw feel, you kind of like can do this, right? A lot of students today, nice, I like it. Anyways, coming back to our amazing so we can try much slower. I think it was Daniel who said, right? Much slower, I assume, right? You meant this. I think it's gonna take away from the feel. That's just my opinion. Oh, that's off. Yeah, yeah, correct. So there probably might be. What have I played there? I'm not sure. So this is gonna create this like kind of a downward movement. right? Did you get that feel? Do you get that feel? Right? Right? So it's gonna be very different every time the verse hits, apparently. But in the verse 3, we'll use the same stuff. Does that make sense? So I think this is too much. Like this part, we can bring it in later. Ooh, we can do that. We can do that small thing here. Not use the snare at all. The drums always, or there's any no. So see, you can make the song easier by having that verse. And I've been telling Daniel also that the next one is going to be probably a, like, English rock song, but it's going to be like, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, just like write a really good riff, a really good everything, and just copy paste everything, no variations, no nothing. So this in this is just, now it's just started to have variations, so I'm just gonna go with it. Right? So now we're setting up for that whole thing. I'm just gonna copy this on some level. I'm just gonna copy this and then just go here. I think Control V. No, it is for this. Control V, and let's see. So a lot of back and forth, but we are getting in that feel, right? So it might feel a bit slow. What we can do, the drummer's gonna hate me, man. Why isn't it working? Question is, then he can't play this. The real this is superior drummer, John. This is superior drummer. I love this thing. Really, really good. I think two drum in the band. What do you mean two drum in the band? I didn't get that. I think that's a nice touch, in my opinion. I mean, it's not impossible to play. And then So I really like this feel because it builds up and then it takes away again. And now the focus is again back on the vocals. Now listen to this. So now we're at this kind of thing where, well, we have to write a connecting part into that thing. Yeah, she's you're typing something, keep on typing. Just gonna listen to it over and over again. So, Ashish, that's a very good question. What genre is this? So, the thing with this is it is not limited to a particular genre. So, it's a mix between, well, like a kind of a Hindi song mixed with a rock song mixed with a orchestral feel. So, that's kind of how I write. I write a little bit of mixture between orchestral and rock, like a little bit of band stuff and a little bit of orchestral stuff. That's why you hear drums along with violins and all that stuff. With that, that's just kind of my style. A lot of people they kind of do it, but I primarily just like I just love doing that. Sure, John. Why not? Next time, I just really haven't done an English rock song. That's all. That's the only time. And now he did last time I asked Johnny like fusion, this, that, and I was like, fusion. I don't know. I don't know if I want to or can. And probably can. It's just never done it before. You know. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's really it's coming along very nicely. It's I really like. I'm really digging this song. And as for the last 9 minutes. Any question, guys? I'm just gonna try something real fast. My bass. Let's see what if the equalizer is set. I'm just gonna do this because I know my bass has issues. bass chorus. Go in my input 2. Probably have to increase. So as you can see, my bass has a little bit of a EQ issue. Making sure everything's good. Where is my this thing? I'm just gonna put a cocos apna a rear tune. By the way, this is how you can tune guitars in a DAW. Very easy. If you're plugged in, all you have to do is be on the correct that thing. I love this instrument, man. See, I'm just gonna. Do you hear that difference? I know they're 100% true. Oh, perfect. Sometimes. Alright guys, I'm just gonna double click here and just gonna put it on loop and just gonna start to write a bass line. If you have any questions, I'll be doing it for the next 5 minutes. If you have any questions, just type. So I think I found a rise there. Ah. Right. So it's a very basic bass line. Very rockish in its own way. I'm just gonna keep on practicing a little bit. I'm playing it right, but almost. hope you guys like the bass line. So what do you guys think? I think that's a nice bass line. Do do dang do do dang do do. Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys hear that? Anyways, I'll get lost otherwise. Any question, guys? We are done. We're 7 p.m. done. Ashish, how did you find the classes? Just let me know. I'll forward you the forward the details right now. It's gonna a digital base. You can actually add a digital base, and there is a very good plugin for digital bass also now, like a virtual instrument for bass. You cannot tell the difference between a real bass guitar and a fake one. Uh, Let me find it for you actually, Archit. I think it was a really good. Best bass guitar BST. Oh, then native instruments is that stuff. Remember, I've seen. So there is Scarway. There you go, and then there is Modo bass. Ooh, Modo bass is there. Very cool stuff. So there you go, man. So there is two native instruments, Scarway, Rickenbacker. Dude, I'll tell you guys something. I've played a real Rickenbacker. It was for $4,000 when I first saw it. So right now it is worth 3.3 lakhs. I played this bass. What an amazing experience that was. It was amazing experience. Like the tone, the build. I get like I don't usually like say, oh, like, those kind of things. Like, of course it is very expensive, but there was something about that bass. I was like, yeah, makes sense. Like only a certain group of people would want this kind of bass. But amazing. It was really fun playing that. It was really fun playing that. Crazy. Yes, so that was that. So there you go, Archit. Those are the ones. And what is the native? Yeah, I think this is it. Wait, where is the song now?
A clone of me.
Yeah, I think this is it. This is probably the yeah, better. Oh, very rockish. Like I would not use it in a jazz, but it's like a very clear, crisp tone. But you know how the Fender have this kind of like a jazzy kind of thing, like they have the little bit of low mid to them. Like it's smooth, but it can do anything kind of that thing. But this thing was like high mid, and you could just you just want to play with energy, and like you want to play good riffs. And that's how it is. Fender feels a bit very bit jazzish, like just like for jazz stuff. And Ibanez is very neutral, very neutral. Ibanez can go either way with the electronics package on Ibanez these days. It's crazy. Like these like 20,000 bass, man. They've really made that 20,000 bass really good. Guys, I'm gonna stop recording.